I just realized that I left the window on. I mean, window on, the window open. So I need to close the window. I'm going to close the window now. And I found my glasses remarkably because they'd been lost forever, it seemed like. So I am going to play some trivia, and you can play along with me um, if you want. I'm just going to turn on my YouTube channel so I can actually see comments when I'm streaming, if anybody starts to watch. I'm not playing Minecraft today because my arm hurts, so not the best solution. Okay, where am I? Okay, all right, I am live now. All right, I'm playing. Gotta make it so I can see it. All right, I can see it, and I have glasses now, so I should even be able to read what you say. Great. All right, let's start. What category should I play? Let's see. I'm gonna go pop music. Let me see. General. Whoa. There's so many. Songs about money. Let's see. Who released a song about money? Opportunities. Let's make lots of money. REO Speedwagon, Pet Shop Boys, Simply Red, or Tears for Fears. I'm gonna read the questions. I don't know. Also, so people who might be visually impaired can follow along. Who sang "Independent Women"? And the choices are Donna Summer, Barbara Streisand, Destiny's Child, and Fergie and Ludacris. Okay, I don't know any of these. Take the money and run. I do know that. So the answers are the Commodores, Wild Cherry, Steve Miller Band, or 10cc. So I'm going to say Steve Miller Band, and I'm right. Yeah. Dirty Cash, Money Talks. So Simply Red, Destiny's Child, Fergie and Ludacris, Adventures of Stevie V. I'm going to go with Fergie and Ludacris. No, wrong. Money, That's What I Want. Donna Summer, The Offspring, Barrett Strong, and Madonna. So I think that's one of those songs that's been, it's been covered by so many different people. So I think I'm going to go with Barrett Strong, though. Yay! She Works Hard for the Money. P. Diddy, Coldplay, Donna Summer, or Jessie J and B.O.B. It's Donna Summer. Money for Nothing. Eagles, Tears for Fears, Dire Straits, or Pink Floyd. Dire Straits, right? Yep. Taking Care of Business. Oh, Notorious B.I.G., Bachman Turner Overdrive, Prince, or Lionel Richie. So, of course, it is Bachman Turner Overdrive. The Wall Street Shuffle. It would be good if I could play the songs, but I don't know. So the choices are The Sweet, Roxy Music, 10cc, or OJ's. I'm going to go OJ's. No. Penny Lane, The Beatles, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Rolling Stones, or Bob Dylan. I got my little finger on the right answer there. So I got D, marginal. So that's an average score out of 21,000 plays. Yep. I would say I'm average in general music. Okay. I'll come back to the category, but um, I just won't play. I won't play the same song. I won't play the same game again. Um, but I'll come back to the category. Thank you for everyone who's joining me. Hello, everybody. Um, okay. I kind of want to try this causes of death. I guess it's about musicians. So many pop stars became instant legends when they died before their time. I spelled that wrong. Do you know the causes of death of the pop stars mentioned in this quiz? Let's see. Buddy Holly. What was the cause of death of this pop star, Buddy Holly? So drowned in the Mississippi River, heart attack, shot by a motel manager, or plane crash. So that was a plane crash. Famously, the day the music died. With the Big Bopper and Richie Valens, I think. John Denver, heart attack, shot by a motel manager, drowned in the Mississippi River, plane crash. I also want to say plane crash for John Denver. Oh, I'm debating between heart attack and plane crash. It would be funny if all of these are plane crash. Oh, yeah. Great. Bob Marley, heart attack, cancer, plane crash, drowned in the Mississippi River. I think he died of cancer, ironically, because he smoked a lot of marijuana, and they say that's supposed to be good against cancer. Tupac Shakur, I think they wrote Shakur wrong, but I'm not sure. Shot, drowned in swimming pool, pancreatic cancer, or plane crash. He was shot. Leah. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do know. Drug overdose, drowned in the Mississippi River, shot by her father, or plane crash. I think she was shot by her. No. Well, that's better, I guess. Shot by stalking fan, anorexia. So who killed John Lennon, or what killed John Lennon? Shot by a stalking fan, anorexia, plane crash, or shot by his father. I'm gonna say that he was. Well, I know what he was shot by a stalking fan. I don't know why it was taking so long. I knew that one. Roy Orbison. Did he die of heart attack, AIDS, plane crash, or high blood pressure and kidney failure? I think I'm going to go with a high blood pressure and kidney failure. Nope, heart attack. Freddie Mercury, cancer, cardiac arrest, shot by a motel manager, or AIDS. And it was AIDS, unfortunately. Sam Cooke, heart attack, shot by a motel manager, plane crash, or anorexia. And you're wondering, like, why is there so much about shot by a motel manager? Because that's how Sam Cooke died. And I'm right. Michael Hutchence. I don't know who that is. No, I know who it is. He's the lead singer of INXS. He hanged himself, AIDS, plane crash, or shot by a stalking fan. I think he hanged himself, and I think that may have been an adult activity. Good. Oh, I got to be a good. I mean, I think if I got one more correct, it would have been great. All right. So we won't do the we won't do music anymore. We'll pick a different category. That was fun though. Causes of death. Let's try movies. Wow. I have a Disney podcast, so I'm gonna go with Disney here. Disney songs and movies. Oh, there's so many. Disney and Pixar characters, I'll go. So Disney and Pixar have introduced us to many well-known characters. Can you match the characters in movies in this Disney and Pixar movie character quiz? I'll try. This is a character from which Disney movie? Duchess. She is from. So the choices are The Lion King, Sleeping Beauty, Wally, and the Aristocats, and she's from the Aristocats. James P. Sully Sullivan. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story, or Monsters, Inc. He's from Monsters, Inc. Esmeralda, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Robin Hood, Brother Bear, or The Little Mermaid. And it is, in fact, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Jane, The Little Mermaid, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tarzan, or Finding Nemo. Tarzan, of course. Elastigirl, Toy Story, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Incredibles, and Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that's pretty easy. It's in The Incredibles. Flick, A Bug's Life, The Lion King, Bambi, or Toy Story. So it's either A Bug's Life or Toy Story. I think it's A Bug's Life, yes. Belle, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Monsters, Inc., Atlantis, The Lost Empire, or Beauty and the Beast. It's Beauty and the Beast. Marlin. Marlin? From Cars, Finding Nemo, Tarzan, or Up. So Marlin is a kind of fish. So I'm going to say Finding Nemo, and I was right. Aurora. I have a friend whose baby is named Aurora, so shout out to my friend. Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, or Sleeping Beauty. I don't know. Maybe that's the name of Sleeping Beauty, but maybe. Yeah, that's her name, Aurora, actually. Linguini from Ratatouille, Sleeping Beauty, The Little Mermaid, or The Lion King. So Ratatouille, of course. Excellent! I got an A. The average score, so my score is 10. The average score is 8.887. So yay, good for me. All right. I don't want to do Disney stuff again, so I'm going to do another one. Another movie. I wish it could just, I suppose there's different, there's Star Wars superheroes. So I think I'd be good at the superheroes connections. That's interesting. So I'm going to try 2 games from each category. So connections. Movie connections. Let's go 80s. Do you know the actors or actress? Oh, this is going to be so hard, but it's a fun game. Do you know the actors or actresses that link these 1980s movies? Robin Hood. Oh, that's easy. So basically, you have to pick the actor or actress who's in all 3 movies. So Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Field of Dreams, Bill Durham, and your choices are Burt Lancaster, Gene Hackman, Susan Sarandon, or Kevin Costner. And of course, it's Kevin Costner. That's Life, The Man Who Loved Women, and Victor Victoria. So Julie Andrews, Kim Basinger, James Gardner, and William Holden. I'm gonna go with Julie Andrews. Yay! I know I didn't know all of them, but I know that she's in Victor Victoria. Little Shop of Horrors, Ghostbusters, and Tootsie. Who's in all? Oh, I know. Jessica Lange. Whoa, no, I don't know. No, I do. No. Jessica Lange, Bill Paxton, Bill Murray, or Sigourney Weaver. This is the first one I don't know. I'm going to say Sigourney Weaver because I know these 2 weren't in Ghostbusters, and they both were in Ghostbusters, but I don't think that they both were on all 3 movies. And I don't think Bill Murray was in all 3 movies. I think he was only in Ghostbusters. So, no! What? I was so wrong. Okay. Dead Poet Society, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, and Club Paradise. So Robin Williams, Robert Downey Jr., Uma Thurman, and Peter O'Toole. I think the first answer you want to go with is Robin Williams because he was in the Dead Poet Society, but I think it might be Robert Downey Jr. I think that those were movies he was in when he was young. No. My first was the good one. One Good Cop, Batman, and Beetlejuice. It's Michael Keaton, of course. You have Michael Keaton. Oh, no, maybe not. You have Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Gina Davis, and Morgan Freeman. So those two were not in Batman or Beetlejuice. And he was in both Beetlejuice and Batman. And he was not in Beetlejuice. Oh. Okay. Other People's Money, The War of the Roses, and Twins. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito, and Kathleen Turner. I'm going to say Kathleen Turner. No. It was Danny DeVito. Twins, Commando, and Conan the Barbarian. That should be pretty easy. Kirk Douglas, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bill Paxton, or James Earl Jones. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Bat 21, Mississippi Burning, and No Way Out. So Kevin Costner, Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman, or Frances McDormand. I don't know. I know Mississippi Burning, but I don't know the other movies. And I think Gene Hackman was in Mississippi Burning, but I don't know. Oh, good lucky guess. Sweet Dreams, Francis, and Tootsie. So we have Bill Murray, Jack Nicholson, Jessica Lange, and Angelica Houston. I think you spelled Angelica wrong. I don't know. Maybe. Jessica Lange. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Little Shop of Horrors, and Movers and Shakers. So Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Walter Matthau, and Kathleen Turner. I don't think Kathleen Turner was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I could be wrong. I know Steve Martin was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I don't know if he was in the other two. And apparently Bill Murray was in Little Shop of Horrors. I'm going to guess Bill Murray and be completely wrong. Yeah, it was Steve Martin. Okay, I'm bad. I'm bad at this. I'm worse than everyone else. F plus. The average score is 7.8, and I have a 5. Yeah, well, I think people who choose that probably know more about movies than I do, unfortunately. Okay, the next one will be geography. I should be much better at this. I'm going to go general geography. So many things to. Maybe this one. General geography quiz mix. Oh yeah, okay, that's the thing. You need just a quiz mix. So try these varied questions in the general geography category. Now, I should be really good at this. This is one of my favorite topics. Good luck. Play. Which of these are tributaries of this river? So it's the Mekong River. Oh no, I'm going to die. So the answers are Fen Tao Wei in Huang Shui, Lhasa, Testa, Kamang, and Siri. No. La Long Min Han and Wu, and Nam U, Moon, Srepok, and Tonle Sap. So the Mekong River is in Vietnam, I believe. So the top two are Chinese, and I think the bottom one is Tibetan or Himalayan, and the other one on the bottom right makes sense to me. Yeah! This is the coat of arms of which country? Hard to describe for the visually impaired, but it's a coat of arms, and there's an eagle, and a crown above the eagle, and there's a crest with two gentlemen on a shield, and there's a spear, and I don't know what the name of this weapon is, but it's some kind of African weapon, and then those two gentlemen are surrounded by two sheaths of wheat, and it looks like there are ivory tusks, and there's a geometrical design on the eagle. If that is, it's not an eagle, it's a different kind of bird. So it could be Liberia, Central African Republic, Kenya, or South Africa. It's not Liberia because the official language of Liberia is English. It's not South Africa because there's not, I don't think it's going to sound weird, but I don't think it's multicultural enough. Kenya, I would say, has more. It could be Kenya or a Central African Republic. I don't know which one it is, to be honest. Central African Republic or Kenya. I'm leaning towards Central African Republic, but I don't have good. I don't have a good reason for that. South Africa. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, which country has a land border with all of these countries? Austria, France, Slovenia, and Switzerland. So the Czech Republic doesn't have a land border. So which of they'll have a land border between Austria, has a land border with Austria, France, Slovenia, and Switzerland? My choice is Italy, Spain, Czech Republic, and Hungary. And I think I know quite quickly which one it is. Spain doesn't have a land border with Switzerland. Hungary doesn't have a land border with Switzerland. And the Czech Republic also doesn't have a land border with Switzerland. So it's Italy. Yay! Denmark. What is the correct license abbreviation for this country? I think it's DK. Oh, there was D, DE, DM, and DK. Sorry for that. But yeah, I rushed because I know the actual answer. What is the correct term for a resident of this country or territory? And it's Ecuador. So it's Ecuadorian, Ecuadorian, Ecuadori, Ecuadoris. I'm going to say Ecuadorian. No, I don't know which one. I think it's one of these two on the top. Yeah, because it's English, so that makes sense. The name would be something different in Spanish. What urban park is described here? Park in Westminster, London, created in 1637 and known for concerts and its Speaker's Corner. So Stanley Park, Centennial Olympic Park, Griffith Park, or Hyde Park? It's Hyde Park. And I was correct. This is the official license plate abbreviation for which country? EAK. And we have a choice between Kenya, Kiribati, Equatorial Guinea, and Eritrea. So Eritrea makes sense. And Equatorial Guinea makes sense. So I'm going to go with Equatorial Guinea. Kenya! What? I don't know. In which of these countries do people drive on the left side of the road? Latvia, Burundi, Bhutan, or Lebanon? I think it's Lebanon. No, I'm not good at trivia at all, apparently. This is the coat of arms of which country? India, Bangladesh, Laos, or Thailand? Oh, that's such a good question because it has that dharmic wheel thing, I think it's called. And the lions. Maybe India? Oh, great. It was India. Yay. What is the correct term for a resident of this country or territory? Albania. So is it Albanian, Albanese, Alban, or Albani? It's Albanian. Marginal. D. Average score is 6. So I got 6. I thought I would do better, to be honest, in geography. Okay. I'm going to do country and language. So here is the quiz. Can you pick the correct official language when a random country is shown? This might be tricky, for some countries have taken the language of another country or even have more than one official language. Okay, that's a bit juvenile, but yes. Wait. You know where I am. Hold on. I'm going to... turn on my VPN so no one knows. Actually, wait a minute. That's probably a bad idea. Okay. I don't know which one's better. No. No. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I wanted to put the VPN in and then I died. Okay, but it's working now. All right. So, can you pick the official language when a random country is shown? What is an official language of this country? So we have Afghanistan and we have Urdu, Dari, Jonka, and Hindi. So Urdu is wow, no way. Okay, I need to take this more seriously then. So what's the official language of Benin? So we have French, English, Portuguese, and Spanish. French. Yes. Liberia. Spanish, Arabic, English, or French? English. Tanzania. Afrikaans, Portuguese, German, or Swahili? Swahili. I have to pick the official language. Switzerland. Italian, Spanish, Polish, Austrian. Well, Austrian isn't really a language. For sure, first thing, it's Italian. Yemen. Spanish, Arabic, French, Portuguese. It's Arabic. Andorra. Catalan, Italian, French, and Rhaeto-Romansh. It's Catalan. Ghana. Portuguese, English, French, or Spanish. It's English. San Marino. Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, or French. It's Italian. Egypt, French, Urdu, Arabic, or English. It's Arabic. Ooh. A minus. Very good. My score is 9, and the average score is 6.45. Okay, I'll move on to a different category. But I don't know. There's not a lot of people watching, but I do appreciate whoever is watching apart from me. Thank you. But I'm having fun. Time's really going by quickly. Whereas when I'm doing when I'm doing Minecraft, it's a drag because it's it's not fun. Okay, science, and I'm gonna pick two. I'm gonna pick like one thing that I think I'll be able to handle, and one thing that I won't. So science mix, I don't think I'll be able to handle. So try these varied questions in the science category. Good luck. Which of these elements has the highest atomic number? Silver, copper, nickel, or iodine? I don't know, but I think like metals are simpler atomically, and iodine is not a metal, so I'm going to go with iodine. Yeah, right. What? Which these are commonly used terms to indicate a male and female of which animal species? And we have sow and boar, and anteater, dugong, buffalo, and bison. Oh, geez. I don't know. I was thinking pig, but that would be too obvious. So I'm gonna go with dugong. Well, anteater. Okay. This is the ear of what kind of animal? And to describe it for the visually impaired, it's a pig's ear. But I have a choice between hippopotamus, cow, pig, or aardvark. It's a pig. This adjective refers to which animal species, and it's Phascolarctine. And duck, giant panda, lobster, or koala. So this Arctine could mean the Arctic, but also I think bear is Arcus, Ursus something. I'm gonna go with giant panda, but I think it might be duck. Koala. Perfect. Okay, and here's another picture of a animal's ear, and I have a choice. It's a sheep's ear, but I have a choice between llama, donkey, sheep, and goat. Oh. I had like this embarrassing thought the other day. Like, I don't know what the difference between mountain goats and mountain sheep is. Like, I couldn't, like, if he showed me one or the other, I'd be like, it's a mountain goat. I don't know. But yeah, I got it right. It's a sheep. What kind of agricultural crop do you see here? And there's a field with yellow flowers. So rapeseed, chicory, alfalfa, sunflower. It's not sunflower because sunflowers are bigger than that. Alfalfa, I think, looks more like wheat. And chicory, I believe, is like a blue flower. So I think it's rapeseed or canola. What is the name of this Greek letter? And we have lambda, I believe, but we have a choice between lambda, pi, phi, and delta. Yay, I know Greek letters. Who was the first American in space to orbit Earth in 1962, served as a senator from Ohio, and became the oldest person to fly in space when he was a member of the Space Shuttle Discovery's crew in 1998. We have a choice between John Glenn, Alan Shepard, and Chuck Yeager, or Pete Conrad, and it is John Glenn. This is the study or science of what? Autology. The study of deserts, study of relation of heat to motion, scientific study of oneself, study of hair and its disorders. So auto means self, like in Polish, autoportrait is like self-portrait. So it would make sense that it's a study of you, but is there a well, maybe the guy who's trying to live forever does that. Yeah, I'm right. So he's an autologist, you could say. What kind of bird is this? Oh, I'm a bird watcher. It is a gull. But we have oh no. Oh no. We have Eurasian oyster catcher, common green shank, kelp gull, and Arctic tern. So actually green shank doesn't really mean, like, it could be completely different color. And shank is like legs, so it does have kind of green legs. I have no idea. Because terns and gulls look the same, and the Eurasian oyster catcher is a kind of gull. Is it though? I think it's not. It's not these two. I think it's a tern. And I got a C, which is fine, apparently. So disappointing. Okay, well, I was going to go with animals, generally. But maybe I'll pick one of these. Which one, though? I'm torn between scientist pictures, although I'll have a lot of descriptions, inventions and inventors, and guess the planet. I think I'm going to go guess the planet. What do you know about the planets in our solar system? Can you tell which? Oh, this is going to be so easy, but I might regret saying that. Can you tell which planet is the largest, the hottest, or the closest to the sun? Those are all really easy. We'll see. Which planet in our solar system has more mass than those other planets combined? So Saturn, Venus, Jupiter, or Earth. Jupiter is the largest planet, so that has more mass, and it's correct. Which planet in our solar system has the lowest average density? So Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, or Uranus. So I think Jupiter is not a dense planet, so say no, Saturn. Saturn is less dense. Okay. Which planet in our solar system has the largest moon? They're cheating because we have the largest moon, I think. Maybe not. But their choices are Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. I really don't know, actually, of those four, which has the largest moon. I'm going to go Saturn, but it's Jupiter. Which planet in our solar system has the most circular orbit? I don't know. Venus, Mars, Mercury, or Earth? I'm going to say Mercury, but I think it's wrong. Yeah. They lied. The introduction to this quiz was easy, and now the questions are hard. Which planet or dwarf planet in our solar system takes about 29.5 years to orbit the sun? Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, or Uranus? I think it is Pluto because they said dwarf planet. No, it's Saturn. Which planet in our solar system takes about 225 days to orbit the sun? Mars, Venus, Mercury, or Earth? And I'm going to go with Venus. Yes. Which planet in our solar system is about 93 million miles away from the sun? I wouldn't even know in kilometers. Jupiter, Mercury, Earth, or Mars? Let's go with Earth. Yay! Right. Which planet in our solar system takes about 687 days to orbit the sun? I'm going to say Mars, but I'm probably going to be wrong. Yeah, I'm right. Which planet in our solar system has a rotational pole that is close to ecliptic? I don't know what that means, actually. Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, or Neptune? I'm going to go with Uranus, but I don't know. Oh, that was a lucky guess. I don't know what ecliptic means. Which planet in our sun is planet in our solar system is the fastest orbiting? planet, we have Venus, Jupiter, Earth, and Mercury. It's Mercury because it's the closest to the sun, so the orbit is quicker. D, marginal, so a little bit better than average. So, okay, not great. Sorry about that. Okay, I did two science ones. Computer is going to be great. We'll just do the mix because how is computer a country? So this WW extension belongs to which country? And it's PL. So Portugal, Philippines, Palau, or Poland. It's actually Poland. This computer abbreviation usually means, and it's OEM, Official Entity Memory, Output Exchange Management, Original Equipment Manufacturer, Object Engineering Method. I really don't know, but this one sounds the best. Yeah. This extension usually refers to what kind of file, .txt. It's a text file, but my choices are Adobe Acrobat file, text file, image file, audio file, text file. This extension usually refers to what kind of file, and it's a FAQ file, so frequently asked questions. So audio file, system file, frequently asked questions document, or compressed archive file. Which computer symbol matches this name? Euro. It's hard to describe, but basically you have yen symbol, dollar symbol, pound symbol, and euro symbol. So euro symbol is the symbol for euro. How surprising. This WWW extension belongs to which country? And it's AU. So Austria, Aruba, Anguilla, or Australia. So I think it's Australia. Yes. This WWW extension belongs to which country? And it's NL. So New Caledonia, Netherlands, Nepal, or Norfolk Island, and it is Netherlands. What's the WWW extension of this country? Armenia. So AM, AE, AR, or AN. And I don't know, but I think that would make sense. I thought that it was AM. Oh, that's such a hard question. Identify this font type. ER Universe, Typewriter 2, Callisto MT, or Courier New. I'm going to say it's Courier New. It's definitely Courier New. Yay, my publishing background, where I worked for a newspaper for a while. Makes sense. This extension refers usually to what kind of file, and it's a .mov file. Animation movie file, image file, audio file, MS Office document. It's an animation file. Wow, I'm surprised. I got 9, very good, and the average is 6.73. Yeah. I wanted to do 2 questions from each category, but I'm not going to do that because why would I put myself through that? That was not fun. I mean, it was fine, but it was all right. So so on this page I will do like the general one, and I'll pick one of the subcategories. Try these varied. So I don't want to jinx it, but I should be able to do this because that was my degree, was in literature and linguistics. Anyway, try these varied questions in the literature category. Good luck. And the average is 5.42, which I need to beat. The creation, what? This is a stupid question, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The creation of this fictional place in literature is usually credited to whom? And it's Avonlea. So we have a choice of authors. We have Franklin W. Dixon, Richard Scarry, R.K. Narayan, and Lucy Maud Montgomery. And of course, it's Lucy Maud Montgomery. Why is that a stupid question? Because usually credited to sounds like there was some controversy, and there's not any controversy because Lucy Maud Montgomery created it. Not controversial at all. That's hard though. This is the first line from which book? The Primroses Were Over. Crime and Punishment, Great Expectations, Watership Down, or The Trial. It's not Great Expectations because I think that the beginning is the best of times, the worst of times. Just on feeling, I'm going to go with Watership Down, but I might be completely wrong. No, right. Because, it's a lot about nature. This movie or series was based on a book by which author? So Tulip Fever, E.L. James, Deborah Mogak, Janet Walls, Daphne du Maurier. I don't know this at all, so I'm going to pick Daphne du Maurier, but I think it might be wrong. Yeah, Deborah Mogak, no idea. Never heard of that. This is a quote from which play by William Shakespeare? Affliction may one day smile again. Until then, sit thee down, sorrow. I don't know. Love Labour's Lost, Hamlet, Comedy of Errors, or Richard III. I'm going to say Comedy of Errors, and it was Love Labour's Lost. Wow. Which of these is a bestseller by this author? Tony O'Dell, Black Roads, Before I Say Goodbye, The Last Precinct, and Cradle and All. I don't know. This is embarrassing. Which of these is a famous play by this playwright? I do know this one. I mean, I know the playwright. It's Tom Stoppard. And The Coast of Utopia, Frost Nixon, God of Carnage, or Proof. I want to say Frost Nixon because that's the most famous one, but it might not be that. Yeah, it's not. The Coast of Utopia. Who wrote this bestseller? The Wrong Side of Goodbye. Stephen King, Daniel Silva, John Grisham, or Michael Connelly? Daniel Silva, I don't know. Michael Connelly. In my defense, I don't read fiction now. And when I was studying English literature, it was dead white guys, basically. What type of book is described here? Book or comprehensive collection of information and analysis pertaining to a body of knowledge of a particular subject. So anthology, compendium, missal, or grimoire. I think it's a compendium. Who is the author of this work? Les Rougon Macquart. Victor Hugo. Oh, why wouldn't you put it in English, though? That's dumb. They don't put other languages. It's just French in French. Victor Hugo, Gustave Flaubert, Pierre Corneille, or Émile Zola. I don't know. I'm going to go Émile Zola. That was a lucky guess. I had a 20% chance of being right. Which of these is a bestseller by this author? Judith McNaught, Until You, Waking Shadow, The Body Farm Accent. No idea. Wow. That was bad. And my score was F, pretty bad. My score 4, average score 5.42. Yeah. Got some spam. Thank you for the other person who joined watching me play some trivia. Okay. So the other... I'm going to pick movie books. Okay, I should pick... So try these varied questions in the movie books literature category. Good luck. So play along with me if you can. This movie or series was based on a book by which author? Disclosure, Michael Cunningham, Isaac Dennison, Ken Kinnessy, or Michael Crichton. I think it was Michael Crichton. Yes. This movie or series was based on a book by which author? The Danish Girl. Jean Hegland, Jean Ryan, M.L. Stedman, or David Ebershoff. I thought The Danish Girl was like an actual Danish author, so I think it's between these two. If the author was Danish, no, probably not Danish. This movie or series is based on a book by which author? Water for Elephants. Heidi Murkoff, Elizabeth Gilbert, Sophia Kinsella, or Sarah Gruen. I'm going to go Sophia Kinsella, but that's the only one I know. Yeah, I'm horrible at this. This movie or series is based on a book by which author? Wonder Boys. Michael Chabon, Douglas Adams, Michael Ondaatje, or Ken Kesey. I don't know. These are the only two I know. Horrible. So basically, before I go to sleep, S.J. Watson, Nicholas Sparks, Nick Hornby, Veronica Roth. No, I gotta read more, apparently. The Girl in the Spider's Web. John Belair's, David Langenkrantz, Phil Reeve, James. I don't know. Oh, I can't believe literature is my worst category. Confessions of a Shopaholic. Yeah, it's the only woman. It's horrible. First Man. Ron Stallworth, Ernest Cline, James R. Henson, John Guy. No idea. Casino Royale. Oh, that's easy. Frank McCourt, Robert Ludlum, Stephen King, or Ian Fleming. It's Ian Fleming. Finally, I got at least one. The Shining. Finally, geez. Stephen King, Thomas Harris, Nick Hornby, Michael Cunningham, and Stephen King. So I got like 3 right. 4 right. Pretty bad. Average is 5.57, so not great with that. Okay, I'm going to pick a different category completely now. Classical music. That's just like music, so I'm going to skip that one. So again, I will do a general quiz, and then I'll pick like a specific one, and this should be good because history is also one of my favorite subjects. So, what is a matching description for this Roman god or goddess? So Saturn, god of war, god of forest, fields, plains, and flocks, god of wine, god of harvest, and agriculture. So Mars is the god of war, which is Ares in Greek. So it's not a god of war. Bacchus is the god of war, a god of wine, god of forest, plains, and fields, god of heart. I think it's this one. Yay! Great. Whew, that was hard. This person is or was a leader in which country? President Francois Mitterrand, Haiti, Spain, Italy, France. France. Who was president of the United States from 1897 to 1901? Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, or Theodore Roosevelt? It was No, it was William McKinley. I don't know American presidents. What is the common first name of this explorer? Cartier, 1491-1557. Jacques, Ernest, Henri, Simon, is Jacques. Yeah. This historical figure lived between which of these years? Marco Polo. Okay, wow. So 846 to 932, that's too early. 970 to 1020, that's too early. And 1162 to 1227, maybe, or 1254 to 1324. I'm going to say the last one, but I think it could be this one as well. I don't know. Yay! Got it right. The September 11th, 2001 attacks were directed mainly at which two cities? New York and Chicago, New York and Boston, New York and Philadelphia, New York and Washington, D.C. And that is the correct answer. Whoa. What type of warplane do you see here? Dorado 217, Arado 234 Blitz, Henschel HS 129, or Messerschmitt ME 163 Common. I think it's that one. I think that was one of the first jets. This battle occurred in which war or conflict? The Battle of the Plains of Abraham, Battle of Quebec, the Great Sioux War of 1876, the 7 Years' War, French and Indian War, the Crimean War, or the Jacobite Rising of 1745 is the 7 Years' War. Yes. This is a description of which king in Greek mythology? King of Crete demanded 7 young boys and 7 young girls to be sent to the labyrinth to be eaten by the Minotaur. After his death, became one of the judges of the dead in the underworld. Midas, Minos, Cragcops, Epidus. I forgot how to pronounce that name. I think it's Minos. Yay. What was the name of the region in current-day Georgia that was the destination of the Argonauts and where Jason met Medea? Lydia, Colchis, Pontus, Phrygia, Colchis? Yay! See, I told you I knew about old dead white guys. My score, very good, A-. Average score is 5.68 minus 9. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go another one. I'm going to go colonies and countries, Alex. Do you know from which countries these former colonies gained their independence? Let's see if I do. This country gained its independence from which country? Pakistan, and that is from the United Kingdom. Mexico, and that is from Spain. South Sudan, and that is from Sudan. Brazil, that's from Portugal. Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that is from the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. The United States of America, that's from the United Kingdom. And Ghana is from the United Kingdom as well. Most of these will be from the United Kingdom, I imagine. Croatia is from Yugoslavia. Chile is from Spain. Democratic Republic of the Congo, and that is not from the United Kingdom. That's actually from Belgium. Yeah, horrible story there. A+. Well, A. Although the average score is pretty high for that at 7.71. Okay, television. Okay. I'm going to do the quiz mix. Let's see. Which word is missing from this line from a famous Monty Python's Flying Circus sketch? And is connected to and is a connected series of statements intended to establish a proposition. It's an argument. This US TV series is mainly set in which fictional city? In Matlock. Oh my god. So the question is, fictional city. Which of these is a fictional city? Atlanta, Chicago, Boston, or Los Angeles? I mean, I haven't been to any of them, but my kids are going to Boston in the summer, so does that mean that it's a fictional place? I think Matlock feels like Boston. Oh, no, Atlanta. Story of a New York City-based FBI team that searches for missing persons. One Tree Hill, Dead Like Me, Law and Order, Criminal Intent, or Without a Trace. Without a Trace. In the TV series SpongeBob SquarePants, what is Mr. Krabs' first name? Arthur, Eugene, Lawrence, or Bernard? I think it's Eugene, right? How do I know that? Wow. Story of the everyday lives of 6 friends living in Chicago who participated in a fantasy football league. Never heard of it, but probably it's the league. These are all characters from which US TV series? Diane Lockhart, Maya Rindell, and Marissa Gold. Blackish, The Good Fight, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, or Outlander? I think Outlander. No, The Good Fight. Never heard of it also. Why do they do that? It's not fictional. These are not fictional cities. Empty Nest, Miami, Los Angeles, San Diego, or Honolulu? Honolulu. No, I don't know. I never watched Empty Nest. College dropout starts to work for the devil by retrieving souls that have escaped from hell. Wizards of Waverly Place, Shark, Surface, or Reaper? Never saw it, but it sounds like a cool premise. Columbo. I have watched Columbo a lot. I think it's set in Los Angeles. Yeah, I was right. Okay. These are top-rated episodes of which US TV series? The Boy Who Knew Her Secret, The Phantom of the Roller Coaster, Amazon Hot Wax, The Starships Are Coming, and The Feminine Mystique. It's a Bionic Woman or Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman. Okay. I got average on that one. That was pretty hard. Pretty hard, I would say. I need to think about what I... Oh, that was the mixed one, I guess. I'm going to go with plots. I think I watched the most TV in the 80s, so these are brief plot descriptions of which American TV shows that debuted in the 1980s. A banned Japanese warrior moves to New York City, lives in its sewers, and finds 4 reptiles that become humanoid, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Story of 2 feuding and rich oil families in Denver, Colorado, and that is Dynasty. So on a magical planet, a prince can transform himself into a powerful warrior in order to protect his planet from the evil forces of his enemy Skeletor. And that is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I like how these are kids shows as well. That's helping me out. Story of an American working class family struggling to get by on a limited household income in a town in Illinois, and that's Roseanne. Story of an eccentric, fun-loving judge who presides over a Manhattan municipal tribunal, and that is Night Court, which apparently was rebooted without the main guy, which why would you do that? Story of the lives of 4 older women who share a home in Miami, Florida, and they're absolutely horrible to each other. That is the Golden Girls. A high-tech modern crime fighter is assisted by an advanced artificially intelligent, self-aware, and nearly indestructible car. Sounds awesome because it is, and that is Knight Rider. One of the best introduction things in history. Intro music. Story of 2 police detectives that work undercover in a southern U.S. city to fight drug trafficking and prostitution. I think that's Miami Vice. A widowed father enlists his best friend and brother-in-law to help raise his 3 daughters. That is Full House. Story of a war among giant robots that can change into vehicles and other objects. Sounds awesome because it is. That's the Transformers. I'm really glad that these are okay, pretty easy, I guess. People got 9.29 and I got 24 and I got 10. So I can't feel too great about having done that really well. Okay, sports is going to be not great. So sports quiz mix, okay. What is the name of the NFL team from this city or region? Minnesota Vikings. This part of a logo represents which NBA sports team? Oh, that's hard. I don't watch basketball. I don't know. That was a complete guess. In which city is this famous soccer stadium? No idea. But it was Munich. I was right. So, name of an NFL team from this city or region? Denver. It's the Broncos. Takashi Ono, Akinoro Nakayama, and Yukio Endo were 1896 1968 Summer Olympic medal winners representing which country? Japan, obviously. This Formula One champion represented which country when becoming champion? Alan Jones. Australia, UK, Canada, or USA? Oh, Australia. Didn't know. Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2010? I don't like football. I think it was Spain, though. Which country was this cyclist born in? Tom Rominger or Rominger? Yeah, I didn't know it all. Where were the Summer Games of 2012 held? Beijing. No, London. Oh, that was 2008 was Beijing. This Major League Baseball team is from which city or region? And Tampa Bay Rays. So I think I didn't do... Oh, I did a little bit better than average on that one. Okay. So... Balls and sports looks fun. I'm going to try that one. Can I recognize these sports just by looking at the balls that are used? Let's try. That's not ice hockey, not rink hockey, not badminton. So, Peteca, whatever. What? Oh, it's small. I thought it was like a big ball. Field hockey, baseball, tennis, or pelote. That's obviously baseball. Pelote, ultimate, dodgeball, tennis. It's hard to say, but it looks like a tennis ball. Oh, the picture is crappy though. Ultimate. I think that's a cricket ball. Imagine getting hit with that. Oh, must hurt. That is pool, pocket billiards. That is golf, of course. That is floorball. That is... I don't know. Maybe lacrosse? Never actually seen anyone play lacrosse. It's lacrosse. That's volleyball. Beach volleyball, to be specific. Oh, we got a B. So a bit better than average, but not great. Doing trivia is humbling. Very humbling experience. Okay. I'm a linguistic major. All right. But this is more... Actually, because it's going to be about like knowledge of your actual... So I thought it was more like trivia and not like actual what those things are. I think this is probably more like trivia. Oh, no. Well, okay. Do you know the meaning of these common Latin words? D. And that is about, concerning. Tertius, third. Per, through, across. Circa, about, approximately. Yeah, I noticed recently that people are using circa wrong on the internet. I think that they're using it to mean like at. So you'll see like a post where it will be like, this is me circa the party. And that's not how you use it at all. It's when you don't know exactly the date of something. Ego is I, obviously. Aqua, water, obviously. Secundus is second, obviously. Ad is to, towards. To is you. Via is by the road, by way of. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Let's see, what else can I play? General category. Oh, okay. Media and fictional languages. That sounds fun. Can you name the fictional languages featured in the given TV series, books, and films? And the average is 5.83, so it seems hard. Oh. So I have to pick the fictional language, the time machine, and it is Aloy. Yes. Star Wars. It is Hatiz. Alien Nation. Oh. That is hard. Na'vi is from Avatar. I don't know. Native tongue language books. Don't know. Ladan. Star Wars. Nadsat? No. Ladan? No. Klingon? No. Bocce? Avatar. Navi. 1984. Newspeak. The Interpreter. I don't know this film. Blade Runner. City Speak. That would be Valerian. Okay, not bad, not great. Not bad, not great. Okay, I think I did all of that site. Maybe I can do another one. Oh, okay. Ultimate trivia. General knowledge, dictionary, entertainment, history, food and drink, geography, science and nature, everything. What is the difference between everything and general knowledge? So I'm going to go history first. Death. Abraham Lincoln. Red. What? White. Paternal grandmother. Mm. That's. I don't like that question. I'll tell you why after this. Okay, but it doesn't compare me to other people, so I don't like it. Um, the graphics are much better, of course, but so I didn't like that question. Like, what did Turkey used to be called in Asia Minor? Like, that's just the the Asian part of Turkey is called Asia Minor. It's still called Asia Minor. It's not like it changed or anything. It's weird. Okay, let's try general knowledge. I should be good at this. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Um, that was a lucky guess. It's like that. Eins, zwei, drei. Hm. Which is Kinosaki's nickname? Oh, okay. I didn't understand the question. These are really easy compared to the other one. So easy. Graphics, better, but much easier. Did I do science and nature? I think I started with geography. So let's do food and drink. Still brown. What an interesting question. I don't know. It's still brown though. I didn't like that one. Cashew nuts. Okay. Good question. Somebody's knocking. Brochette. I don't know. Kebab. The first cans were in 1955. What was her surname? Jenny Ferguson. No. Jenny Craig. Jenny Craig, of course. Jenny Craig. That's a cheese. That's also cheese. Okay, that was a lot harder. That was more fun, I would say. Okay. Bromagen. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Worldly means pine. Fret. Oh, okay. Fret's more like worry than pine. Yeah, some of these, I don't think that they're correct. I think that they may have done some AI because fret and pine don't mean the same thing. So I'll just check. Yeah, so fret means to worry or be annoyed, often about something trivia, and pine means to yearn for something, often something unattainable or lost. So that wasn't exactly the best definition of that. Okay. Destiny Hope was her name? Wow. No idea. What? Aquarius? Hair. Of course it's hair. Oh, I knew that. I didn't know that. That was just guess. This is not a guess. Maybe I should say when something's a guess and not a guess. Guess. All right. One last category. Not a guess. 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 Oh, right. Yeah. He saw canals. Not a guess. He said he saw canals. Weather is a meteorologist. Not a guess. Tall spike flowering plant is called a what? I don't know. Guess. Ermine coats are made from the fur of which animals? Mink. Not a guess. Stow it like a mink, I guess. Hydrogen. Guess. Carbon. Oxygen. Cephalopod is a class of mollusks, not a guess. Metric prefix for 1 millionth. Oh, micro. I guessed that one. Okay. Okay, I think I'll play. This doesn't look. Ooh, 12 questions. Greek god quiz. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. Yes. This is really hard. I don't know. Zeus. How's that lightning? That's Dionysus for sure. Apollo. Aries. Hera. Aphrodite. Aphrodite. No, Hera. Okay, they're going to be angry about that for sure. Demeter. Tightrope. Is that trivia? Maybe it's trivia. I'm going to play tightrope. How to play. Oh, okay. If I get 3 wrong. So the quizzes get harder each day of the week. So it's middle hard right now, I guess. Or a little bit before middle. Let's play. In addition to skin, dermatologists also specialize in what? Hair and nails. Yes. Um, the mayor of Flavortown is Guy Fieri. That are alliterative, which just makes it easier for the writer to remember their names. Pretty much. At least that's what. What's his name? I don't have time to tell you his name. I forgot. Still standing can be found in what country? Egypt. It's the pyramids. Which is sulfur containing, which is called the stinking rose. Well, broccoli is the only one that kind of looks like. Oh no, garlic. Of course, that makes sense. The hardest working man in show business was James Brown. Ham? No, an egg. I remember having a conversation with my daughter about what a croque monsieur was. Oh, it's Super Mario Brothers. To the Lincoln Memorial. Yay. The world's largest trivia site. Okay. Updated daily since 1995. Wow. Do I need a username? Oh. Okay. So I should be able to do this. I also had a podcast. All of these images are AI represented. Oh, that's horrible. See if you remember the 15 chosen for this quiz. Do I have to log in? I guess I do. I don't want to log in. Well, that's dumb. Wait a minute. Let me just check if I forgot. Okay. So why can't I play the defunct hockey thing? I don't know why I can't play the defunct hockey one. Oh, I see. Okay. Brooklyn Americans. No, Brooklyn. Jeez, what the hell is this? This is so bad. Cleveland Barons. Yes. Uh, um, Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, then Brooklyn should work. It was the Brooklyn Americans, yes. It's the oh, this pains me. It's the Quebec. I'm not playing this. This is annoying. Like, just use the real. How hard is it to use the real logos? Like, I'm sorry, I'm angry, but that's annoying me. I guess my glasses are doing some weird things. Can I see without them? Pretty much. Yes, mixed 25 questions. I don't get. Seems really hard to. Okay, did it start? Name the son of Laius and Jocasta in a play by Socrates, Opidius. You are correct. Oh, it's a quick question. Oh, okay. Oh, random questions and answers. Okay. Trivia questions. Quiz topics. This is hard. I don't know when to pick. Common Bond quiz. What is the Griswold's final destination in the National Lampoon movie Vacation? Grand Canyon. According to its official state, which state is Kentucky? It's the Bluegrass State. Only one of the following cereals is made by Kellogg's. Which one is it? Good question. I don't know which one is made by Kellogg's. Lucky Charms? I think that's Post. Cheerios? I think it's wrong. According to the New Testament, what did Joseph's father give him that made his brother so jealous? A coat of many colors. Geology was the process by which a rock or crystallized substance was long definite planes. Cleavage. Fur coats? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Oh, a theme park. Bluegrass, Applejacks, coat of many colors, Cleavage, Wigs, Jolene, 95, Magnolia, Dolly Parton. Oh, okay. I don't like the way that this is organized. Not organized in a great way. That site. A new daily. Do not consent. Okay. Whoa. What music? Breathing. Elizabeth Taylor is British? That's interesting. I don't understand this question. That's so hard. Wow. Love to know this. Yeah, I think this one uses the same machine as the other one. I don't know if it's the same machine. Same diction. Well, himation. Oh, that's a nice word. No. Autophobes. Themselves. Autophobe. Yeah. No. 789 out of 1369. Is that because of my total points or that particular game? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Didn't know that at all. Well, we lost someone. That's okay. History. Um, password as well. Wow. Don't know. Good guess though. Yeah, I'm being silent now, so I'm not talking anymore. But thank you everyone who was watching this stream. Really do appreciate it. But I'm gonna finish now because I'm tired and I need to go to the little boy's room. So thank you everyone. Enjoy the rest of your